The grounded Hot and Hazy update, which will be released later this month for all players, is a huge game-changing update that adds new biomes, new creatures, new exploration options, and a player progression system that's about more than Burgle Fetch Quest to stack up that sweet raw science. You'll now have puzzle-like mazes to sort through, a desert environment to contend with, and collectible upgrades that can take your weapons from blah to bam using a new buildable crafting station. But before moving on with the video, if you're a fan of grounded themed, grounded related content, then you have found the right channel, because that's basically all that I do here. So if you enjoy that, you could do me a huge favor by gently touching the like button, and I hope that this video earns your subscription today. What up? It's Tiny Pirate Gaming with another Grounded update video covering 10 of the biggest new features available in Grounded's new Hot and Hazy update. This is truly the biggest update to the game so far, adding tons of new features and content, which expands the yard's play space and comes with 2 new labs and tons of new creatures. I personally am a huge fan of the new Antlion armor because it looks really cool, and thanks to the new armor system, it's classified as light armor, which gives me a faster stamina recharge at the cost of my defense. If you want to take a look at the patch notes for yourself, I have them linked down in the description, and here are 10 new features that you will notice when you load into Grounded's Hot and Hazy update.
Number 10.
There's a few new player progression features, one of them being the Brain Power system, which is a new way to unlock armor, weapons, and tool recipes. Each item in the game is now classified as common, uncommon, and rare, and when analyzed will reward a different brain power level along with the usual raw science. Recipes can still be learned from analyzing specific parts, and with the new system, you might even gain access to recipes before ever finding the parts to craft them. Unless you're starting a new game, this feature will probably not affect you.
Number 9.
Bombs are now a necessary resource and will be needed to bust open rock walls within many of the new areas that have been added to the game. With the need for more bombs, you are now likely to find more ant eggs than ever before down in the westerly anthill. But be warned, with more eggs comes more ants. So be ready to run or defend yourself when you go egg snatching.
Warning, this feature may or may not be causing a return to the anthill lag due to the red ant overpopulation. Further testing is required, but will hopefully be resolved in the public test server. Player discretion is advised.
Number 8.
There are a ton of new infected creatures roaming around in the Haze region. Infected gnats that can knock your weapon out of your hands, infected larvae that can swarm from the fog and blast you with explosive haze juice, and infected ladybugs that blast bombs all around powerful enough to sometimes drop you in a single strike.
Number 7.
Along with these new infected creatures comes a totally revamped Haze Biome, complete with explosive fungus spores and a maze-like layout of canyons filled with dense fog, treacherous enemies, and hidden treasures for you to discover.
Number 6.
The picnic table has also been given some new flavor, with a complete makeover that presents the player with new human food spawn locations and even some classic RPG gaming motifs to explore around at tiny size. Who knows, you might even find a treasure for yourself inside of this game within a game. And picnics usually generate a lot of trash, so this update also features a trash heap biome where you will have to travel through some stinky trash juice and avoid the nearby threat from another new enemy. But you know what they say, one man's trash is another mite's treasure, so have a look around, you never know what sorts of goodies you might find.
Number 5.
The trash pile is also a prime location to harvest human food, but watch out! Because this region is also home to another set of new creatures, the black ants, drawn in by the trashy treasures. Twice as strong as their red cousins, These territorial creatures have set up shop in the trashy corner, and if you're not ready for ant warfare, you could end up being dragged down into their twisted tunnels of terror.
Number 4.
Moving on, we have a new player progression system which will allow you to boost your weapon's attack power and durability dramatically. You can do this by purchasing the smithing station recipe from the Burgle Swap Shop, and by using mainly quartzite, you can boost your weapon up to 5 levels. After which, you can use some of the new treasures found around the yard to add a status effect that will pack-a-puncho your bashing sticks to a whole new world.
Number 3.
And in that whole new world, not only can you upgrade your weapons, but you can upgrade yourself. Scattered around the yard, you can now find white and gold teeth. They're not really teeth, and with a tier 2 hammer, you'll be able to crack open these crusty candy teeth to contaminate yourself with some cavity goodness in the form of molar morsels. Using molar morsels, you can upgrade things like your max HP, stamina, the rate of decline in your hunger and food meters, and even upgrade to be able to choose up to 5 mutations at a time. What a game changer! You can also purchase community upgrades for visitors who visit your world that boost everyone's carrying capacities for resources, consumables, and arrows. And you're going to need those upgrades because coming up next we have potentially the most fun biome in the entire game currently to explore, the Sandbox.
Number 2.
The Sandbox biome is a vast desert complete with cactus plants and scorching heat during the day, so hot in fact it will make you sizzle and cook if you venture out from the safety of the shade. In this seemingly vast and empty wasteland of trash and toys, you can dig up buried treats using a new tricked out shovel made of black ant parts, and if the time is just right, you can unlock the secret to everything. Probably not, but check out that key! But beware, because lurking beneath the sand is a new creature so terrifying and powerful that its fearsome fury may or may not have inspired that thing from that movie that killed Boba Fett. Or did? Is Grounded some sort of multi-universal Disney tie-in linking Honey, I Shrunk the Kids to the Star Wars universe in a hidden attempt to merge them all into MCU while claiming that Dr. Hank Pym stole his shrink technology from Dr. Zelinsky, who first stole it from Obsidian Omnit Technology Practicals, and they first stole it from Dr. Wendell Tully, and that is going to launch a time-space portal that can then land them in Tatooine, and that's where these creatures came from. They launched them in space through the portal, and they landed on Tatooine, and then that's how they link everything together, and it's... I highly doubt it. But what I do know...
Number 1.
...is that this Antlion armor is OPAF, and so is this sleek, shiny Antlion sword, a bashing stick with some real style to it, if you ask me. There's also some black ant armor and a black ant sword that's more like a dagger, but is more powerful than the Spider Fang dagger, and the Roly Poly armor, which can drastically boost your blocking strengths. There's also some tweaks and rebalancing that's all mentioned down in the patch notes linked in the description. And if you want to come see why the Antlion Gear is so OP, feel free to follow me over on twitch.tv so you can stay notified whenever I go live. If you enjoyed the video, you could do me a huge favor by gently touching the like button, and if you want to see more grounded themed, grounded related content presented in tutorial format, then I hope that this video earned your subscription today. You can also follow me on Twitter or join the Tiny Pirate Gaming Discord to keep up with community news and gaming gossip with the hashtag TinyCrew. Links for all of those can be found down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time...
Arg, matey, watch your step. There be a tiny pirate here.